Somebody once told me, and I'm not even sure they were a real estate person, but I think they were definitely into coaching and coaching salespeople. And he said to me, "Don't look at the house. The house is not the core. It's, yes, it's a component of the transaction, but what's most important is the experience that the client has, walking through that transaction." Talk to me about what you think about that statement.
I absolutely agree with that statement. It is true. And it is because when you have anyone selling a home or buying a home, it's the experience that they look for. And one of the things that at least I try to do my best is make sure I take away as much stress, as much pain from them, because moving is a very painful experience. I've moved many times. Usually we stay a couple of years, sometimes 3 to 4 years, max 5 years. We stay in any home that we have stayed in ever, at least since we've been in BC. And then we sell that, buy another one. So we live as if we are ready to move always, but that's something that we do because, but not everybody does that. Like some people have been like one of the clients I just met 2 days ago. They've been in the home for 17 years. The kids have grown up in the home. So they have a lot of memories. It's a very emotional decision for them to sell that house. Now, one of the kids, they have a daughter and a son. The son is going to be graduating high school next year. The daughter's already working for the Fraser Health. So she's been there for a while now, and the son is getting older. So once they kind of get to a certain age, they both will eventually get married and move on. This is a conversation that I had with the client as well that we met. So they want to kind of downsize now. Right. Being in a home for 17 years, 18 years, and then having so much emotions, the kids growing up, that's not easy for someone to just leave and walk away from it. There's a lot of emotions, a lot of memories involved in that. So having that compassion and making sure that you kind of connect with that and making sure this transition is easy for my clients, I try to do it as much as I can. I have my full service team, like for painters, for flooring people, for roofers, for electrician or plumbers, the list goes on and on and on.
Right.
So all this transitioning for them, if they need some of my network, then that's readily available to them. And these contractors, I work on consistent basis. So I know the quality of work that they provide and the value that they provide as well. So my clients trust me with that as well. So trust is one of the biggest things that I need to feel from them, and they need to feel from me. If right. There is no trust, then there is nothing. There is no relationship. There's nothing to go with. So that's something that I try to find and kind of show my value, like I'm looking after their best interest, not after running after money, not after one transaction. And that's something that, I've done really well over my career for over like 2 decades now, looking after clients' best interest. And that's something that, again, as I said, success comes from there for me. I don't generally advertise as much on other social media channels. I do a little bit, but I'm not all over. And my referral, my client base is built from my referrals. Clients who have done business with me previously, they come back, and I've done many transactions with my clients that are repeat, come back and sold and bought and sold and bought and sold and bought again. So I've done multiple transactions with the exact same client. Now, if I have done anything bad the first time, there's no reason why they would come back a second time. And not only that, I have clients that, one of my clients, I'm going to be seeing him today, actually, a little bit later on. He's buying he was, when he bought his very first home, I believe about 5 years ago. He's born and raised in Vancouver. His dad is born and raised in Vancouver. His dad, an orthodontist in Vancouver. So it's a nice family, and they are amazing people. So when I met this individual, he was in his early 20s. He bought his very first home, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom condo. And then now 4 years later, he got married this September, like a couple of weeks ago, he got married now. So he's a married man now, with the same girlfriend that he was with then. And then now they got engaged throughout the time, and they got married, a couple of weeks ago. So it's such an exciting, passionate time for them. So his wife now, she messaged me, a couple of, just about a couple of months ago, saying that, we're thinking of selling and buying. And then the other individual, he kind of engaged as well in the same conversation. So they kind of were looking before they're getting married even. Yeah. But now they're in a position that we saw a house on Friday. They really like it. We've gone through a lot of documentation. I worked really well with them. So getting all the information that they need, making sure they're comfortable. So now they're buying the second home. And the same client has referred his younger sister to me. So she was my youngest client at the age of 21 as a first-time home buyer. And she bought a townhouse last year with me. So the same client recommended her family to me as well after he buying a house with me. Now, again, this is something important to me. And I, as I said, I treat them, anybody, any of my clients as if they were my family. I'm buying a house for myself or my brother or my sister or whoever it might be. That's how I connect with them. And a lot of my clients, even if someone Googles me and, takes a look at some of my client testimonials from before, they say that, Mir becomes like a family member and we miss when the transaction's done. I try to stay in touch as much as possible with my clients, but sometimes life just, it gets a little too busy. So I'm not as much as involved. When someone is looking for a property, we are exchanging emails, text messages, WhatsApp messages, Facebook messages, emails, phone calls, whatever avenue they wish to communicate with me. I'm open to all avenues. I adjust to their needs. I don't say, I only work on WhatsApp. Please WhatsApp message me only. Don't call me. So whatever my clients want to work with, that's the avenue I adopt, and I go with the flow with them. So these clients have just recently, even just most recent testimonies before the COVID hit. They actually say, the wife in that from the husband and wife, the wife said herself that, once the transaction was done, we kind of miss Mir now because it seems like our family members kind of left us. So that's something that meant a lot to me. I wasn't there when this reporting happened. One of my team members, who's a videographer, he did this. But again, he doesn't. This is not staged. This is all real stuff. We didn't pay my clients. I didn't pay them anything to say any of this stuff. It's all coming from their heart.